China is one of the world's most prolific arms exporters. China has exported weapons to India's neighbors, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Now, weapons give a country strategic leverage. It builds close ties. It keeps your adversaries on their toes. Now, India didn't play this game for many years. We either didn't have the military hardware, and when we had the hardware, we didn't have the political will to export those weapons. But now India seems to be learning this new game, specifically with the Indo-Russian supersonic cruise missile, the BrahMos. India has exported this missile to the Philippines. It's now in negotiations to sell the BrahMos to Vietnam and now Indonesia as well. Now, these are countries with which China has maritime disputes with, and they're friendly to India. I have with me Dr. Sudhir Mishra, former CEO of BrahMos Aerospace, who actually opened talks with all of these countries for exporting the missile. In the studio, I have with me my colleague Nivriti Mohan, who's tracked this story very closely. Welcome to the News 9 Plus show. Dr. Mishra, welcome to the News 9 Plus show.
Thank you.
We've heard of two possible export sales of the BrahMos, and now we are hearing of a third country where India could be exporting the BrahMos missile. That's Indonesia, whose president is going to be the Republic Day guest in a few days from now. Tell us, what has really changed that India has suddenly started exporting the BrahMos missile all across Southeast Asia? You know, this missile has been around for a while now, 20, 25 years. We've been hearing about plans to export them for several years now. Why is it that all of these have now suddenly started happening in the last couple of years?
Thank you, Sandeep. Actually, any weapon export is not like any general engineering export. And the BrahMos is a cutting-edge weapon which we can offer only to the strategic partner.
Right.
If we see politically, the whole process was initiated by Joko Widodo, earlier president.
Yes.
When Mr. Prabowo Subianto, he
Yes.
was the defense minister.
Right.
And you see, what I'm going to tell you is it's all reported in the newspaper and media.
Yes.
And there is no secret that Indonesia has conveyed their interest several times in the past.
Yes.
But the economic debacle in the COVID and the financial problems, they, I think, withheld the deal for some time. But now he is coming as a Republic Day guest.
Yes.
So, and I'm sure that both the governments must have solved the financial problems.
Yes.
And this deal should happen.
This deal should happen indeed, Dr. Mishra. But tell us what has really changed in the last couple of years. Has the government become more proactive with arms exports like the BrahMos? Because the BrahMos has been around for 25 years, but it's only now that you're seeing export successes. Of course, you laid the groundwork for all of these sales to Southeast Asia.
Let me throw, Sandeep, let me throw some figures at you. You see, the total production, defense production this year is expected to you about 1.75 lakhs.
Yes.
Which is close to 20.3 billion US dollars.
Yes.
And we are going to export equipment worth about 21,083 crore.
Right.
That is 2.45 billion US dollars.
Yes.
It means the 10% of our defense production is going to be exported.
Right.
Very important thing to note.
Yes.
And the government has realized that now Indian industry has become matured.
Yes.
And now they are pegging the export not only up to the 5 billion, but what they are saying that you have to reach to at least 10 billion US dollars
of course.
by 2030.
And the BrahMos is a very important component of those export orders. But that's a point well made, Dr. Mishra, the fact that the government has now set clear deadlines and targets, and it wants to achieve those targets. But Nivriti, you've been tracking this BrahMos story very closely. You've put together 2 documentaries on this. What is the other export trump card that the BrahMos Corporation has in your mind that they could actually sell to many other countries?
It is a very interesting combination of indigenous equipment. Like they are planning to integrate sell an integrated combo of BrahMos NG, that is new generation missile, with the LCA Tejas.
Right.
So that is a fantastic combination.
Is it like a buy one get one free kind of offer? You buy the LCA and you get the BrahMos NG with that.
Not the buy one get one free, but yes, they will make people to buy another equipment from India.
Right.
If you buy NG, you'll have to buy.
So what exactly is the NG, Nivriti? It's a smaller BrahMos?
It is the next generation missile, which is half the weight of what BrahMos is right now. And right now, the missile that is available, you can carry it under the belly of Su-30.
Yes.
Only one missile can be carried.
A heavier aircraft.
Yeah. But now, when NG comes, you can carry 2 missiles on an aircraft, on a fighter aircraft, and almost any aircraft in the world can carry 2 missiles under the wings.
So that's going to be another big export trump card for the BrahMos Corporation.
As I was speaking to the officials, they were telling me that this can enhance the export of BrahMos by 4 times.
4 times? That's a staggering figure there, Nivriti. You've just given us a lot more information there about BrahMos Corporation's new plans with the BrahMos NG missile. Thank you very much, Dr. Mishra. We keep coming back to you to talk about this great Indian export success story of the BrahMos, the Indo-Russian cruise missile that's making the waves literally in Southeast Asia. Thank you very much for joining us, and of course my colleague Nivriti Mohan. Let's watch the story by Nivriti Mohan on how the BrahMos missile became India's export calling card. Watch The Warship Killer only on the News9 Plus app.
3, 2, 1, now.
It's stealthy, lethal, and precise. The BrahMos kills warships. It flies 3 times the speed of sound. Once it acquires the target, it can cut through a warship like a hot knife through butter. China has assembled the world's largest navy. Its neighbors are feeling threatened by the Dragon's military might. Many of them are turning to BrahMos to enhance their firepower.
The Election Commission of India has just asked political parties to be more responsible when it comes to using AI in their political campaigns. Now, India's elections have seen technology landmarks over the decades. In 2004, it was Prime Minister Vajpayee's pre-recorded messages to mobile phone users. In 2014, it was Prime Minister Modi's holograms. In 2024, just last year, there was a double-edged disruption on the block. Generative AI was used to make deep fakes. How did this technology act as a disruptor last year in the Lok Sabha polls? Our story, The Disruptor, only on the News9 Plus app. And thank you for watching the News9 Plus show.
I have always backed the use of new technology, and in the 21st century,
election campaigning is a 24/7 affair. AI
can help sustain a long and tiring poll campaign.
Yes, Rajiv, we have to embrace generative AI. There's panic across the world, but you cannot stop the spread of technology. Cars replaced horses. Drones are taking over from handheld cameras. And now, our robo can do just about anything. Either we change or we will be replaced.